Well, it's going to be episode 43 of From the Sidelines, and you're now listening to it. And we got no one. It's the regular guys here this week. So let's just jump right into this. Brando, Barrett, how you doing, buddy? Your camera is downgraded again, but we won't let that stop us.
Too many people on the goddamn Wi-Fi. Fuck. Well, it's good to be back, guys. Can't wait to hear about how WC went. Let's just jump into this.
Yeah, let's move away from Brandon, who unfortunately needs to get his own place, and over to Hatch, who I don't know. That was not a great segue, but
consistency.
Look, it may not be the clearest, but it's always there. All right, he's got us.
What can I say, man? Realistically, dude, I need a fucking blackout curtain right there, and that would probably solve so much of like the fucking
blackout curtain, some color behind you, and then like another big kind of fill light that's nicely like diffused up front. Oh, that would be fire, man.
Yeah, that's the goal. My Austin jersey instead of this fucking whiteboard.
Yeah, you got to get that hung up one of these days. Well, yeah, guys. So jumping right into it, one of the things I wanted to get into right at the beginning of the show, because it just happened so this is May 23rd when we're recording the show. It is a Tuesday. About 4 to 5 hours ago, I got a text message that is telling me that I am now an uncle. So my brother and sister-in-law had their firstborn child, a baby boy.
Congratulations, my friend.
So Colt Michael Moffitt is now in the world, and yeah, man. So
nice, dude.
Everyone's healthy and doing good for now, so that's good to hear. So yeah.
And the start of Uncle with Benefits.
Yeah, you got to pick which uncle you want to be. If you want to be the cool uncle or the creepy uncle, there's a fork in the road.
I can't make uncle jokes anymore. It's taken that away. It's fucked my comedy career, because then it's like, wait.
Give it about lie low for the next 3 years, and then it comes back. It comes back harder after that.
Will it be funnier? Yeah, that's how it turns over?
Oh yeah.
Brando, you know from experience for sure, huh? You have a little nephew.
I got a gaggle of nieces and nephews. Yes.
Damn.
Well, and that's kind of the funny thing too, is so my cousins, they're technically that by family relation, but they're all about, I would say, like 11 to 10, 11 to 8, like around that age, years younger than me and my brother. So it's like, I have cousins, but they're kind of just like nieces and nephews anyway. Like they were all, smaller. So it's, I don't know. It's weird to actually like have now and be like, oh, that's my nephew. Wow. I'm old. That does not feel good.
The oldness setting in, dude.
It's hitting diff today. It probably is.
Dude, I got hella grays in my hair, dude, specifically from paintball, dude. And I know it's from paintball for sure.
Just the stress.
Yeah,
dude.
My doctor said.
Seeing all these old paintball guys start to have a lot of gray showing up.
Oh yeah, some silver foxes, if you will.
Yeah, some salt and pepper. Some distinguished gentlemen.
For sure. Tim Brustleback got the salt and pepper for sure, dude.
It's
He's
creeping in.
Majestic, dude. He looks like sure, that one horse you pick out of Red Dead.
That actually is a hilarious metaphor. I see what you're saying there. But unfortunately, interrupt. We have to do the ads because I forgot to do those. So, if I can reach them, we're gonna start out with Liquid IV here. So, little box of awesomeness. It's got some great hydration in it, a whole bunch of electrolytes, and a whole bunch of vitamins. We will talk about them more in depth later on in the show if you want more information. But you could, as always, head over to liquidiv.com. Use the code Mafia_Moffitt. It's gonna save you 20%, and you're gonna get free shipping. But yeah, head over to Liquid IV if you want more info, and then we will also talk about them later on in the show. And our second sponsor for tonight, not in any particular order, but just the second one I grabbed, is NECTR. This is NECTR Energy. It's the little energy pouch that keeps you going. Oh crap, this is a fresh can. I forgot to open it. I was gonna open it to show off on the pouches, but I'm gonna open that here in a second when one of those guys gets on, because I'm actually gonna throw one of those in. So thank you to our two sponsors. Like I said, we're gonna talk about them more later on in the show, and yeah.
Thank you, NECTR.
Last thing I want to mention too at the top of the show, there still is time. If you're watching this when this drops on public airways, there still is time to get signed up for the Patreon giveaway of this scintilla. If you want to check out an opportunity to win that, head over to patreon.com/MafiaProductions. And yeah, guys, please, it's a dope ass piece, and yeah, it's a free perk if you're one of our members of Patreon.
Sign up today or be lame.
Better do it.
Win it. Win it. I
All right.
remember when I won it.
Brandon did win it. He has a 2 of 1.
When he won it.
I have one. Brandon has the other, and it kind of is weird now that you're on the show. That was before he was on the show. There's no nepotism. The podcast wasn't even a thing. So yeah, it's just, you know, the lucky number, and I will do something on Instagram to kind of show the drawing process and who was picked for that. So stay tuned. All right, guys. Hatch, will I try to get this open? Why don't you start telling us about that clip that Enrique Graffi posted at Bunkerfest, because it is crazy. And if you haven't seen this yet, motherfucker actually posted it twice, and I don't blame him, because hashtag get that views, get those clips, brother.
Double stack.
But yeah, Enrique.Graffi on IG. If you head over there, you'll be able to check out the post. Go for it, Hatch. Just, yeah, take it away.
Yeah, okay. So what looks to be like a normal clip of a breakout, right, just got worse after the buzzer, right? Dudes are running down, right? It seems to be like maybe like there's less than 30 seconds for sure, the vibe.
I was just going to say that. It's one of those low time, got to try to put a point on.
Yeah, right. And it's obviously the team that's in the shot at the start, they're breaking out just to survive, right? And then the other team running down, the guy gets to like the snake one, then gets like hit, then gets hit again, then gets hit again. And he's like, fuck it, I'm going to take off. And they just start taking off down the snake side. And they are, no joke, going box to box, just blasting the shit out of each other. It was absolutely bonkers, to the point to where it was like barrels almost touching, right? Like they, and there's this one guy.
You're getting ahead of yourself, Hatch. You're getting ahead of yourself because you didn't give enough context yet. But essentially what's happening, like Hatch was saying, you know, late second point, dudes are coming down the field. As this team comes down the field, they don't really
they don't get out, neither of them.
I mean, like, what's a good way to say that? They don't understand what getting hit is anymore, because they just get lit up and in turn just keep drawing down. So essentially you have a Debo and JC type situation, except instead of just being 1 or 2 guys, it's 4v4. Like there's like two guys who aren't there. They're probably duking it out other places downfield. But yeah, at the start box of this one team, it is essentially a whole team hopper dumping into each other at that box.
And the thing is, what I liked with the way they were kind of blasting him is they let the dudes that were, you know, going like the main guys in the clip that were blasting each other, right? Those guys were going at it in like the 1v1, and then whoever else intervened was getting third partied, I guess, right? Yeah. A guy number 3 would try to shoot guy number 1, and then guy number 4 would say fuck that shit and shoot guy number 3, and then it's like 3 different 1v1s of
and
blasting.
Now 3 and 4 are getting into it.
Yes.
No, I will say the refs too, to a certain extent, they kind of followed hockey rules. They were like, all right, fuck it, 2 guys are in it, we can't stop it, like let them go, and then if someone gets knocked down, we're gonna jump on them and figure this out.
And I was just like, holy fucking shit, right? That's absolutely insane to think about, because, you know, I read this comment and it really did bring it into perspective for me, right? Where it's like, all is fun and games until it's like that one malfunction and now someone has no eyes.
Yeah. I mean, right? I think the hope is we never go there.
Like that.
But I will also say, freaking shout out to ASTM. I think that's what it is, standards for masks. Because, like, I mean, think about this. Like, that's the whole reason why the angel eyes never came to market, is because they couldn't pass that standard. Dude, if someone was wearing angel eyes out there while that happened, they would have lost a fucking eye. Yeah. But because we make, you know, HK shoot 1,000 paintballs out of lens before we'll let it go to market, or I don't know what the actual number is. That's not a fact. But
we gotta look that up sometime.
Because people actually go through those testing, then, you know, it does give some credence to safety when people go extreme, and instead of just having like a couple balls hit your lens, it's your whole lens is painted because it's just, you know, 15 paintballs.
Dude, one of the guys that was in the main joust, dude, he was so fucking blind. He started shooting behind him, dude. He started missing. He's like, So then he went off the sound. He's like, oh, she's over there, right? And one part that I thought was the funniest part was I don't know his name, but number 22, that guy could not handle the heat, dude. That guy took 2 balls to the dome and was like, This is where the video listeners come in. He was like this. He was
Video
like, "Oh, I'm
listeners.
out, dude. I'm out. Ouch." Shoulder blades chicken winging, right? He was like, "I am out, dude." And it's like the thing
Dude.
is,
Oh, sorry, continue.
right? Realistically, if that ever happens to my team, dude, I was like dumbfounded when I saw that video because I'm just like, dude, if that was me and my team, it would depending on who's shooting. I'm like, man, I think my teammate might actually fucking throw some hands, low key, right? Like Micah, dude, sheesh. I don't know about that guy, right?
Micah's the wild card. That's the guy who's
right,
like,
he's the
I don't know
wild
what
card.
he's doing. He's either gonna he's gonna do one of three things. He's gonna shoot back, he's gonna get the fuck out of there, or he's gonna beat the fuck out of someone. It's one of the three. I don't know which one. Just one of the three.
The second one is less than 1% chance of happening. The leaving part,
No,
that's less than 1%.
but I mean, like, if he see his ops, he's gonna get out of there. Like, he's smart about that. So, he'll pick and choose his battle. But
it's also like, right? I would say that all of my teammates are at the point to where it's like, if they saw that happen to one of our boys, oh yeah, we're all stepping in without a doubt.
oh yeah, for sure.
Right? But
I don't care how many I take. I'm not dropping my gun.
at that point, I'm shooting and I'm hitting them with the peek through the
You gotta
eyes,
hit
dude.
the tactical wipe.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta see more.
Like the old school Greg Hastings where you get shot and it's like the
Yeah,
windshield
literally
wiper.
that. Yeah, the animation where you had to hit the circle just right.
Yep.
The cheat.
If you hit it wrong, you would get a major.
Damn.
Dude,
Just like real life.
I've recently just played that game. That's why I know that. I found an emulator version that works on PC, so I was playing it a couple months ago.
Damn.
It's pretty fun. It looks
This
so
clip was
shitty.
insane. I didn't see all of this. This whole clip.
Where were
didn't
you,
realize what it
Brandon?
was.
Until like just now.
Yeah. The whole clip from start. I just thought it was a breakout. I skipped past it. I didn't know that.
Dude.
I'm like, it's another breakout. I don't fucking want to
Yeah,
watch
he heard the blasting and
It's
he's
another
like, "Damn, maybe I
breakout
gotta
that
watch."
has like 5,000 likes. Huh.
Oh
That
my
must be the
God.
same thing, right?
Like, dude, someone must be reloading in the background. The algorithm's going crazy, bro.
Essentially.
Dude,
Yeah.
this is ridiculous.
So that's what I'm saying. If you haven't seen this clip yet and you're listening to this podcast, it's been out for a bit, but definitely go check out Enrique's channel. I think it's on everything, but IG is probably the easiest one, at enrique.graphy. Go check that out.
Those guys got banned, right? I heard they got
I have
banned
no
from
clue.
Bunkerfest.
I will say, Brandon, let me know if this is right or wrong. Look at the comments on one of those. I think Empire of the State, or Enemy of the State, not Empire of the State. They said, "We approve of this. Everyone got free merch if they were involved."
Dude,
Nice.
yes, free gear. Yep, approved content.
Fucking
Wow.
dude. I'm not gonna lie.
That's top comment.
Speaking of Enemy of the State, we'll give them a little bit of a shout out. Did you guys see the collaboration they dropped with Will 40 Media?
Yeah.
Which one?
That's-
Yeah, that looked cool.
It's hard. It's
You gotta
essentially
throw a
it's
picture.
so it's Will's, his bottle character as Scarface.
Oh, I did see that one.
It is
there's like
so
there's like the
hard.
powder on the desk. I did see that one.
Yeah,
I
every
like that
day
one.
above ground is a good day.
Yep, I did this. I did see that one. They
So
posted that
shout
one,
out to
today,
them.
right?
Yeah, that was fire ass piece of merch. So definitely
like
have to
that.
get one of those. But yeah, so all right, that's what happened over at Bunkerfest. Funnily enough, Dub C was not very much different. So fucking yeah, man. Yo, Premiere is crazy. That was my first time going down there and watching it, and being on the field and filming. And bro, we gotta talk about some shit. So fucking, I don't think players were really getting chronoed ever. That was a big thing that stood out to me. At one point in time, Dylan Boyum was on the team I was following. He walks by me in the pit and he's like, "Yo, the ref just let me go with a 350, 337, 297. He's like, "Well, you had one below. You're good." Dude,
What the fuck?
That's fucking crazy.
It was, and that's the thing. That was the people they were checking. A lot of people were just running to the box, man. It was a fucking bloodbath. I have shots on my legs that broke skin through my pants. Like,
Damn.
normal paint doesn't do that. Normal tournament paint doesn't break skin like that on your calf.
Damn. You know, because the thing is, right? I've had some situations where it's like I'm chronoing, and it's like I know for a fact, like I chronoed it myself, right? It's shooting good, but then the ref's chrono on the field is reading something completely different, right? So
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a way to like calibrate them. Can you do that?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm
Maybe
not a radar
maybe theirs was
technician.
off, and they knew that it was off, and they're like,
Yeah.
okay, maybe it's just throwing up extra 30, but we ran it over a different chrono, and it's showing the exact same number, just 30 lower or something.
Yeah,
Extra 30.
Maybe I
I
don't
don't
see
know.
that very
I know, I
possible. But I mean, it's also one of those things too. Like, I don't know. I feel like I've been shot a lot. I got shot a lot on Dub C, and those did
are
not
some
feel
heaters.
good. Yeah, those just and I'm also gonna be honest, like, dude, Hatch, you should go play Dub C Premier. You
Dude,
talk about
I've been trying, bro.
Dude,
I've been
Hatch,
trying.
because your biggest thing, we always talk about some point throughout the tournament, you'll get an overshooting penalty, and it won't even be on purpose, but they just throw them on you now. The overshooting penalties don't exist in WC, man.
I'm not even worried about the overshooting.
Holy
Dude,
shit.
I want to play. I want to
Dude,
play.
We were watching after the Violators got knocked out. I had a set with Elevation. They were playing their final prelim game. Also in that set was NorCal Kings and Regime. I don't know the full name of Regime, but like Podesta was on it. I think a couple other NorCal people. There's a couple of familiar faces, but a couple dudes I didn't know. Bro, this game got fucking crazy. Like, dude, at one of the towards the later points, after everything's been going crazy the whole game, this dude came down to go run GJ Sanaguchi, the pro player for the Bears, and he walked off looking like a fucking polka dotted person. Like the amount of pink paint dots he had on his back, bro. I'm not like exaggerating when I say there was at least 20 hits on this dude, and no one was like coming off. There was probably still more that were coming to him. Like, it was, dude. All I know is, so I'm on the field. I filmed Elevation's first point. I'm waiting for their next one. So the Bears, or not the Bears, I guess that was Regime come out, and then so they play that first point. GJ, he was wearing his Bears jersey, that's why I'm thinking that. He gets kind of walked off, and so first point, I hear him kind of mumble. He's like, 89, good to know. And I was like, damn, like we're starting that battle first point, okay. And it just escalated from there, man. There was one point I was watching on the back sidelines. There's so many witnesses to this. Nick Alverde, Debo, Skylar, like Tano, all of us saw this. There was two dudes in the back. One guy gets clapped on the inside of his mask. Well, there was no backline ref, so the dude on the sideline couldn't see that, but we could all see it.
Oh,
Dude not only misses his first wipe, like he goes to wipe it, completely misses the hit. He gets it on his second one, but at the same time as he's doing the second, homie in the like stand-up brick, if you guys know the WC layout, what people were using as home, he was also wiping something on the inside that a backline ref would have seen at the same time. So it was like this dual wipe happening that no one saw because there was no ref on the back line. And it was like, bro,
it's funny you say that.
Holy shit.
It's funny you say that, because I saw a picture of it was like, oh, thank you to all the WCU staff and reffing. Dude, I don't think they had enough refs. Like, there were not that many refs.
7 refs.
Yeah, like 7 refs on a field, and you're reffing like X ball. Like,
That's
is
not enough
refs.
No,
that is not enough.
And for literally the explanation I just gave, like, those are two dudes who clearly did a major, which is going to actively wipe a hit that you know about, and just got away with it.
2 in 1 point.
Literally, it was double at the same time, bro. It was like
fucking
simultaneous wiping, and everyone was just like, what the fuck? So yeah, that was crazy. And I don't know who ended up winning that game, but that was a bloodbath. That was one of my favorite games to watch in a while. But Jesus Christ, they got vicious. There's a lot of other great moments. Do you guys want to talk about, well, what's crazy too is, you know how so they weren't throwing flags, like everyone on the Violators, I won't say names, but people were like, yeah, you could have cheated and got away with it. Like, it was pretty lackluster here.
I got a picture you saying that.
You know who got a penalty out of everyone?
AK.
Our boy Austin Kane.
Let's fucking go. That was an easy guess.
You know what? Well, but here's the thing. AK really did not deserve the penalty. This is like the one time too that it's one of those, like, I don't know what he
Relatable.
got called on. He comes down, he made a great move. I think he gets like 2, maybe 3 guys on a bunker move, and he trades out with the last guy.
He was telling me.
And so he's coming off the field. AK is stepping into the pits, and the field ref throws his flag. All of us were like, wait, was that on them? So like, because our first instinct was like, oh damn, that was over by their players. Maybe one of their guys like played on after the hit and killed AK, and that's what they're calling as a flag. And they come over to grab Violators players, and they were like, what the fuck? Dude, I looked at AK's pack. I mean, maybe he wiped it by that point, but I didn't see shit. Like, I officially am like, yo, I don't know. I don't really necessarily have footage of it either. That's the thing. It was on the other side of the field, so it's one of those like I can't fully prove. But that was one of those I'm like, damn, I kind of feel bad, AK. That wasn't obvious, at least. If you did, you kind of got fucked.
Wait, so AK was already walking to the pits?
AK was like literally going through the net when the flag was thrown. It was like,
so he was already eliminated.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
And that's why everyone was confused, because it was like he was off the field, not necessarily off the field, but literally like going off the field at that time when it was thrown. And it was like, what the hell?
You know, I wonder if it's one of those things, because there have been situations like when we're reffing, right, where a crazy move happens and it's like, you know, it's so close, right? But it's like, okay, something happens, maybe a guy spins, right? We have to go check that other guy to where if that guy is hit, it's a major on the other team.
Yeah.
Right? Where we have to go in and decide
Maybe.
like
And
5 seconds later.
And I could say, to the ref's credit, maybe there was a clean break that I just, you know, I couldn't see because I didn't have the angle for it. But it was one of those things. There wasn't much evidence for them to lean on to after the fact. It was, I don't know. It was a very weird major on a day when almost no one else got a major.
Damn. What
the hell did he say to that ref?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he said stabbers don't get stabbed or some shit too loud, and someone's like, yes they do.
He's like, fuck that shit. I hate getting shot.
Well, speaking of people talking during the event, I'm guessing you guys have seen my clip of Danny Lincoln. Shout out HK's videographer, who was also playing in the event. He was playing in Premiere with the Bloodhawks, the Premiere line. And yeah, did not have a great time on that point, at least. Gets into the snake and was positive that there was a snake too, because he saw the dude crawl in. I was watching him for a while, so I was able to pick up all that, and I do have the footage of it. But in the real cut, you don't see that. You just hear his teammates saying like, yeah, no, there's no snake. There's no snake. You're good, bro. And so I talked to Danny after, and he's like, when I heard that, I was like, damn, okay, maybe they killed him or something. So we went for the head check to kind of just see, and just get snapped right in the lens.
The guy's popping out in the wire.
And he was so pissed, dude. It was funny. I saw one of the comments. Dylan was like, hey, heads up, you can't talk. And he was like, I was so mad, I didn't give a fuck.
That definitely happens. There's sometimes where I get shot and I'm just like, fuck. Right? I say one thing and I'm like, oh, anybody hear that?
Well, and to give more context too, what's funny is earlier on in the day, I do have footage of this because it happened in front of me. Tano, one of the guys playing on the Violators, he got a minor because I don't know why, he like yelled out hit. Like he just like had like a D4 moment and was like hit, and it was funny because Mike Hinman was there and was like, I mean, that is a penalty, and so they threw it. But it was funny because like Mike, I think, you know, he sort of knows Scotty, at least he's seen him play before. But Josh Hallberg was also standing there, and he was like, he wasn't signaling anything. He's just old and doesn't know the rules. And apparently there was a conversation after where Mike, you know, kind of talked to him, and he was like, yeah, man, I just fucked up. Like, that was on me. I just spoke. I don't know why. So that was a funny moment from the day. But apparently if you yell hit, it's a penalty. If you yell, yes, there fucking is, that's not a penalty. So, you know, Dub C reffing.
Because the thing is, like, at Sepple, they can say like one thing. Like,
yeah,
we let them say like one thing. I think maybe that is the difference. Some leagues will, and some leagues won't. Well,
and what I was going to explain is I think potentially the D3 side can. I don't know, because I know that is a thing in some leagues, but yeah, I think it's just check your rule book. Check the rule book where you're playing.
Seriously, check.
Just don't say anything. Play it safe. Don't say anything.
Or if you do, make it so it seems like you're pissed, and then everyone will sympathize. No, because everyone will sympathize and be like, "All right, we've been there. Just, you know, don't throw the flag. So you got it out."
No, it's when you're in like you get shot out of the 50 Dorito from like the 50 snake, and nobody on your teammate knows. You're like running past everybody. You're like snake 50, and you just like run past everybody. You gotta do a slick.
I definitely saw. Oh my god, dude. So I won't name names, but 2 players on a certain team, they were on the field, and one was standing in a can, and as one ran behind him, for some reason the player in the can like whipped his head around really quick, and I'm pretty certain someone was having words there, and I think it was even confirmed later on in the day, but I'm trying to be very vague as possible not to make people seem like scumbags or whatever. But yeah, so cheating, you know, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Welcome to paintball.
True.
Ugh.
You know, some people,
Too
the thing
bad.
is, right, people go so far in cheating, even in other sports, right? It's like, dude, some people, didn't Tom Brady get accused of like deflating the football in
The
the
flight
Super
gate,
Bowl?
brother. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So it's like, right, people
Well,
are
and
doing
it's-
it in every sport.
I mean, dude, bro, if you know, so where the term if you ain't if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. That term comes from motorsports, which is literally like, if you're not trying to push the rules to the absolute edge, you will lose every single race, because that's what everyone is doing. So it's just like, you have to try to exploit every little small like loophole, and you know that's worded not in a good way, so we can make it like this. And you know, you said the wheelbase had to be this length, but you didn't say where that, you know, that has to be in the car, and like dumb shit like that that gives you advantages, but you know it's a little bit cheating.
The gray area is like a
Sucks, but
tightrope,
you're-
right?
yeah,
You
you're
have to
gonna
play
be
it tight.
Step behind. Yeah.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, and that's just the truth on the matter. Damn it. So speaking
Valid.
of like helpful support stuff, it's not really a segue, but can we shout out Skylar Rickett? It was really good to see him again. Have not seen that dude in like almost like a year and a half at this point. But he was at the event playing on the Violators, which also was the team I was staying with, and dude was having fun. I think he was having a great time. Motherfucker during multiple points was loading up people's hoppers for them. I have a clip of him doing it with Nico. That happened more than once. He also did it to AK throughout the day as well, a couple times, I want to say.
I'm the other way around.
Well,
I'm
we were
the
all
exact
laughing.
opposite.
No, we were all laughing because it's like, Sky, you know, he was using his own pod to fill up the guys. He's like, what you should have done is just grabbed one of theirs and just loaded it for them and like, just keep shooting, brother.
Here you go, thy sir.
Yeah.
You know,
dude,
extra
also,
friendly.
Shout out, Sky's a really fucking good paintball player, man. Like,
Dude, so good.
Dude, he hasn't played in so long. It was rusty as hell, and dude was just making solid decisions. I felt like he was playing at a pretty high level. Not gonna lie, he looked a little slower than he was, but he's added some weight, and that'll happen if you take a break from anything for a while.
You want to know what I saw in the clips, right? And even by playing against him when we were practicing the weekend before WC, the guy looks like he's genuinely having more fun.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like
he
it
had a
was
blast.
so obvious, like that he just went out there and was just being himself. You know, sometimes the fucking goofy gets her done. You know what I'm saying, right? Loading up your teammates stuff, dude. Sometimes, dude, vibes win games, bro. Valorant style, straight up.
Vibes win games.
You know, sometimes if you're just more motivated than the other team, you'll win.
I was trying to make like a Dallas 5 reference. I just couldn't do it.
No, I can't.
There's probably one there to be made. My brain is not working on that level right now.
Nope.
I'm not touching it.
I'm not touching it. No, I'm backing off. I'm backing off. You know why? Because you love your ex-girlfriend. Isn't that right, Brandon?
I love my ex-girlfriend. I do.
And that is a great
I love her.
segue to what is now sitting on your camera feed on the screen. It's a little sticker design we got made up. We'll probably make a couple of those just to give to the boys. It's in the bottom left corner. That's a good presentation there. But yeah, just want everyone to remember that Brandon does love his ex-girlfriend.
I fucking hate my ex-girlfriend.
But the joke is his ex is actually his current fiance. So
that's the best part of the joke.
Yep. Because I fucking hate mine too. So fucking high five, Hash. All right.
Bam.
Fucking let's move forward. Couple other Dub C things. I was out there filming for Scottsdale Elevation. That was cool. Working with Dylan Summers, I think is his last name. Something like that. He's actually been on the show before. He runs the headband company Sunday Certified. So it was cool. Yeah, gotta get some cool clips of them playing. They did play. Yeah, no, it'd be cool to kind of get updated with him again. They did play in.
So long.
They did play against the Violators for one of their matches, and
so
I was
though, in that match.
What?
Who got violated? Did the Violators get violated?
Let me fucking tell my story, and then you can cut in, little fucking ADHD hatch boy. God, saying 4 words. No, so I was filming them during that match, and for the whole match, I was filming Elevation because they're a client team. I wanted to make sure I got good footage of them, and all that stuff, and. So one of the points though, I'm in the Violators pits and I hear Jabo, he was coaching for them. He tells Mikey that he's gonna head to Snake Off break, and like if someone's not there, just go all the way down and fucking just send it. And I was like, all right, I'll go film little Mikey. We'll see if he gets something done in this point. And yeah, that was the clip that I released today. Motherfucker crawls down.
Well, he hit the belly flop in the snake.
He did hit the belly flop. Wasn't a great dive, but makes up for it by getting.
Got it done.
It's a confirmed 3-pack. It is a potential 4-pack. And yeah, wins the point in under 45 seconds. But the last clip is funny. He absolutely blows up Dylan, who is the Sunday Certified guy. Gives him 3 in the head. And it was hilarious because later that day, we head over to the little booth area, and Mikey actually buys a headband from him. And I kind of felt like that was Mikey's way of saying sorry. Like, I don't think that's what it was, but in my mind, that's kind of what I'm painting it as. He was like, damn, bro, I'm sorry.
Bad dog.
It was a dope piece.
Yeah.
Dylan makes some dope-ass headbands.
Yeah, he made your Mafia one, right?
Yeah, what were you gonna say?
Yeah.
I
was just thinking.
No, okay, that was funny.
Cool,
me and Hatch had the same reaction. We were just like, what?
No, my brain was turning. My brain, yeah, it was ticking. It was ticking.
Well, this is an audio show. People can't see that, so
you can't see him. Oh, my camera's not. Fuck.
Well, I mean, we can see
eyes.
that, but also.
My
People
camera's
do listen,
so good they can see me through their ears.
Yeah.
So if we're just sitting there for 10 seconds not saying a word, it's probably not the best for the audio listeners' enjoyment.
It was my brain buffering.
Understandable, dude. That was literally me.
What do you like? Work a stressful job on operating on humans or something? Or
yeah, right.
Nah, it can't be.
Yeah, right.
Can't be that.
Come on, Brando. We need you to think smarter, not harder, bro.
Unfortunately, I was gonna say, Brandon, you would have an extra headband, but you weren't on the show at that point in time. So you have your Sunday Certified headband, which is the Mafia one. But I was also able to get the other 2 guys who were on the show, Evan and AK, their Sunday Certified band that he sent over to me. It's been so long to like get them out to you guys. I completely forgot I had them. It was definitely on me a little bit. But yeah, Hatch, whenever I see you again, I'll be able to get that to you.
I have one?
Yes, you were on the show when he was with us on the show.
Fuck. Dude, that feels like literally a fucking eternity ago. Seriously, like
that's how long we've been doing the podcast, man. That was last
crazy, dude.
Last October, last September, something like that.
Damn,
bro. I mean, this is
he was one of the first guests.
He may have been the first guest, I think.
Now I gotta look. Now I gotta go on Spotify and check who our first guest actually was.
I believe it was him. It could also have been Matt.
I think you're probably
I know they
right.
were both early. Shout out Matt the Gym Rat as well, where we're at the shout out territory. I also have, I actually did have shout outs to make. Freaking Nate, Nate. I don't know if you guys have seen his stuff. He does a lot of work for Die. Dope dude. Freaking got to see him at the event. Definitely want to give him a shout out. He got me in touch with someone, so potentially gonna have more business opportunity down there at Dub C in the future. So yeah, that was all thanks to him. So hell yeah, thanks brother.
Good.
Definitely, cool that if I head down to those, I'll be able to see you, hang out with you a bit. Other guy I'm giving a shout out to, David Luna, always the best. He was down there at the event, watched over my gear.
Pretty
much does at every event that I have, but I've trusted that dude with my life multiple times, and every time he's come through. So appreciate you, David. Yeah, thanks for letting me chill out in the shade a little bit, talk a little shop with you. He actually gave me a shirt too, so hell yeah.
Oh yeah, let's go.
So you want to know who our first guests were?
Who was our first guest?
Tyler Panlilio and Nico Escobedo.
It was Ty. Yeah, okay, we did do that show because that was when Evan had Thursday Night Football and AK didn't show up.
Is that what it was?
Is that what it was? I don't know.
Oh, it was just minus Evan. It was just minus Evan.
It was minus Evan. Sorry, Evan. No slander to AK then. He just decided. Actually, that is a good point. He was always here until he wasn't, and then he was never here again.
But you know what? Hopefully we get him back one day.
We're gonna get him back. We're sending up a prayer. We're gonna bring Austin back to the show, guys. Don't worry.
I'll mostly just, cowboy style, lasso him up, and just force him to do it.
Just bring him down to Fresno.
You know what I'm saying, dude?
Dude, speaking of which, I drove through your little town on the way down to Dub C. Went down the 99 route. That was a nice little drive.
Should have come in and we could have gotten my favorite Italian restaurant, bro, with the God's Frisbees.
I did not have that much time, brother.
Dude.
Yeah, I had to get down to LA. I wanted to get all my stuff down. Couple other funny things. Oh, fucking dude, Nick Alverde is such a fucking nerd, man. Love the kid, sweetest dude, salt of the earth person, absolute nerd. Brought an N64 to the Airbnb, so we played classic Mario Party, Super Smash Brothers, and Super Smash Brawl, or Super Smash and Smash. And yeah, dude, it was a fucking amazing ass time. Playing an old school N64 on a huge HD TV is horrible. It is not a good experience because
laggy ass inputs.
Well, and when you're on split screen too, you get about a total of 10 pixels. So it's we played Rambo Road, man, and it was so hard to see anything.
That seems like a great night, honestly.
No, it was a ton of fun. We played Smash as well, fucking original. Skylar is a fiend with Kirby. That's what we found out. Motherfucker destroys it.
Kirby main, brother. Kirby main.
You want to give another flex on camera?
No, I don't, dude.
I haven't released that reel yet, but I can.
I have been doing push-ups though.
Should I just I'm gonna post that reel just as more motivation. And you're gonna see that and be like, God damn.
No, that's why. You know what we gotta do, dude. Okay, we gotta do that clip. And then it cuts to the mic'd up where I'm just like struggling to do those fucking push-ups while we're doing on the mic'd up. Dude, because you remember, dude, I had to do so fucking many push-ups, dude.
That or when eventually you become a full-grown man and you have a nice body, we could cut to that and be like, the start of the depression, the end of the depression, something like that. Playing off that.
The forbidden pre-workout.
The forbidden pre-workout. There you go, brother. You know exactly what I mean.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, puberty. The monster once you hit puberty. Oh fuck!
What can I say, dude? One day,
dude. Hatch, you're the oldest person who hasn't gone through puberty. I feel like you have that sick mustache, but you're still 5'8".
I don't know if I can do much about that part, but you know what? I'll try my best. I heard there's a surgery you could do that
you
extend
can
your shins
actually.
Or some shit.
Yeah, I think it's 2 to 3 inches. I could be wrong on that, but yeah, dude, you could be almost 6 foot.
Good
you can play some bunkers better and some bunkers worse.
And the thing is, I like my height is because it's not too tall, not too short. You know what I'm saying? Still can spit game, still can crawl the snake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, short king. I think you're coping a little bit right now, but I guess I am the tallest on this podcast. So if we're asserting dominance, that's how that would work, right? Technically, I don't know.
Yeah,
this is medieval times.
Oh, you know what?
Trial by combat.
I suppose so. Yeah, you mountain.
You mountain man. No, the mountain. You know what's crazy? The mountain's
get the ropes
still,
and we trip you.
Sorry, Hatch. I talked over your thing, but I was just gonna say the mountain is still 8 to 9 inches taller than me, and 100 pounds just more ripped. So, yeah, that's a big human.
The only way for us to bring a man like that down is some Empire Strikes Back, fucking Hoth style, Where you fucking
gotta tie him up the legs,
wires around the legs. That's our only chance.
Is that what you think? Okay, yeah, no, that's a good way to think about it. It's kind of fire.
Because the thing
Love
is,
that.
I've never really seen Game of Thrones, but I have seen 30 seconds where he crushes the guy's fucking skull in. So
Oh, Game of Thrones. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've never fully
Viper
seen
of
it,
Dorne.
right? I've never fully seen it, but obviously, TikTok, right? That fucking bullshit, right?
You know the dude whose face he crushes in? That's the Mandalorian.
Yeah, I do.
It's Pedro
I was
Pascal.
like, damn, what show is this? I was like,
Game of
this looks
Thrones.
sick. And then I'm like looking at the hashtags. This is Game of Thrones. I'm like, fuck, spoilers.
So pretty much like
I
that
wanna watch it one
show.
day.
That show is dope until season 8, and even then, season 8's kind of good. And then there's like the last 4 episodes, and you're like, maybe I'm just gonna turn it off. I don't need to finish this.
Yeah.
Do you
Just
think
end
that-
with 6.
Do
Just
you
end
think
with 6.
it's because you're
I see
getting
what you're
close to the
saying,
end?
but at least 7 gives you some more completion. Like it's not as good, I would agree, but it's not as bad as like the last couple episodes. It was so bad.
You're right.
I love how much you guys are tiptoeing, because I love that. You guys are my boys. I love that shit.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I had it all spoiled for me before I ever watched it because of a show, and I know Braden's probably the same way. So yeah, it's just I don't want to ruin it. There's some things that happen that are beautiful that you should experience on your own. So yeah, go watch it.
Yeah. The thing is, that's funny is the next time we have like a slumber party at Papa Cedars, right, with me, Brando, and Michelle and Logan and all them, right? I told Logan and Brando that a show that we're gonna start that I think is fucking S tier. For you have to ask me like one of the greatest shows of all time, dude.
It's gonna be
Attack
Demon
on
Slayer.
Titan, dude.
Oh,
Attack on
okay.
Titan.
Girls
It's
Gone
another
Wild.
anime.
Oh.
Girls Gone Wild, dude. I knew I was
God damn it,
fucking way
Brandon.
past my bedtime when I would like wake up in the middle of the night, fucking wipe the crusties away. And
What's
it was either
going
George
on?
Lopez. It was either George Lopez or a Girls Gone Wild. There was no in between.
Dude, that's
it was
such
one
a
of those two,
dude retweet. Like that's a familiar memory.
right? 'Cause the thing is, you're like, damn, do I stay up and watch or do I like go back to sleep and go to school? So
What? Why am I very confused? I don't understand this.
I'm
Timmy
like, dude,
never
my
played
mom
with
walks in right
Legos
now, I'm
again.
fucked. You can't get caught watching that
What
shit.
are we talking about? God damn it, Hatch. Fucking, I don't know, Brandon. We were having a good conversation before that, and now we went too far in the Hatch finding out his sexuality, and it's
I was
a little weird.
how I'm gonna introduce Brando to Attack on Titan.
Oh yes, so anime shit. Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
that show, and let me tell you, if it was ever brought into like a live action, I don't think that they could ever really do it like justice the way it is, right? Just because, right? The
That'd be
only
a
reason
hard
why I
one.
say that it would be so hard is because there's so many ridiculous movements that, dude, it would look ridiculously stupid if on CGI for it to look like a real human. Right?
Yeah, like
Obviously,
the physics of it would instantly be like, whoa,
Exactly.
that does not look right.
Exactly, and that's kind of why I like anime is because it's like, right, if you were to show like a fire sword, the fire sword would look so much different in like a real movie compared to like an animated something.
Well, yeah,
They can
it's
get-
the art
they can
style.
push
It's
the borders,
meant to
right?
look different. It's meant to be, like animation kind of has that too, but it's even kind of further than that, where it's like it's very stylized to whatever the artist kind of wants things to kind of feel like and interpret and be, which is cool. It's not really my favorite like thing. I don't know. There are some good animes. Like I'm not hating on anime, and it definitely is like a cool art form.
You promised me 2 episodes.
Of Demon Slayer, did I?
Mhm.
I don't know if I said multiple. I definitely want to like check it out. Dude, I don't know. There's just like so many other pieces of content I'd rather watch before it, and like that's always my thing.
Oh
It's
my
like
God.
I just want to watch other stuff. I don't know. I mostly don't even watch TV shows really anymore. I watch mainly like YouTube content, like Netflix shit, documentaries, stuff like that. But then, yeah, I don't know. I only really turn on TV for like sports and shit.
I
Same.
honestly, when it comes to that, I don't even do that. I actually don't even watch sports. I'm a nerd, dude.
I know, Ash. It's okay.
I'm a fucking nerd, dude. But
The only
I'm
sport
proud.
you know is shooting the painty balls.
And I do follow a little bit of water polo here and there.
Did you used to play water polo?
Mhm.
How did I not know this?
I could have sworn I've said this on the podcast like a couple times.
Oh, damn. All right. Fucking
It's all good.
shows you how much I remember during these podcasts, bro. It's kind
It
of
just
a black
shows how
hole.
far we've come to where it's like it's a fucking blur sometimes. You're like, do I have a good ass story, but did I say it already?
Yeah.
Right,
No,
like the
we've had a
ghost one
couple
last
moments
week.
like that tonight where it's like, shit, dude. Fucking, we've been doing a long podcast.
Yeah, and how far we've come. The quality of, you look at, got different mics. Brando's got a different mic.
As long as Brandon doesn't move too much, you can kind of see him.
God damn it, Brando! You started moving.
He started moving way too much. Fuck. But you saw what I saw, Hatch. It was good for a minute, and then
I did. I was like, come on, I gotta say something. Focus.
And no, yeah. Well, Hatch is going out of focus now too, so that's great timing.
I had to bring it up because he looked so good right there.
Yeah, guys.
So.
I mean, fuck. We have the ability to, give ourselves some hand horns, a round of applause now.
Nice.
So, moving up in the world, we're no longer second-class citizens. I mean, we're still second-class citizens. One last story from the Airbnb, and this is another one I will not mention names on. Couple dudes thought it'd be a great idea to throw a disc into the backyard. And you may ask, well, okay, that's not that crazy. Turns out the backyard was just a valley of nothingness. So the place we were staying near Riverside was kind of up towards their kind of like hillish mountain area. And yeah, the back, of our
those canyon backyards.
Yeah, like the back of our Airbnb just kind of opened up to like this kind of canyon behind us. And so at first they were just going to throw it over the fence. They went to the backyard. They started kind of getting their stuff dialed in. They realized that probably wasn't going to be a good angle. They weren't going to get much of a, good launch from that. So they decided the next best thing is to head onto the balcony roof. So I all of a sudden see 3 grown men getting onto this roof, for the Airbnb and throw some discs out into the middle of nowhere. And it was really funny because it was so anticlimactic. It was building up for like 10 minutes. They were like planning this out. They were getting everything ready. They were like, which one do I not care about? They got up there. They were getting the throw ready. And then they just kind of disappeared into nothingness. So that was definitely one of the more dumb moments I think I witnessed during the weekend.
Were they expecting something a little more? A little more grand?
Expecting it to come back?
No, it was one of those moments I'm like, I don't know what the point was, but wow, that happened. All right.
They throw frisbees, we launch tanks. We're different.
We launch tanks.
We're different.
I guess that is true.
We're different.
Yeah, that's true. You guys would have taken the tank tool and just sent someone's carbon fiber wrap tank to the moon and seen where it landed.
We know how the operation works now, though.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. We
gotta
learned.
get fins.
We've learned.
You gotta make the
It's a 2-man operation. Someone holds it, and then the other person releases it.
The other person's gotta crack it. Makes sense. You can't be holding it and cracking it at the same time.
No, and you gotta give it a little.
That's too dangerous.
You gotta give it a little bit of boost with your arms.
Just a little
bit added
toss.
pressure.
Yep, the little toss gives it just that enough for the moon. Elon Musk
Just
style.
not enough for the moon. What does
Wait
that
till we
mean,
get our
Ash?
hands on like a 90. Oh my god.
Dude, you remember when
With the weight of the 90
was like the main thing?
Sorry.
Nah.
No, you're good. Remember when cryptocurrency was a thing and like the main saying was like, "Oh, dude, to the moon, dude." Remember that shit?
You act like there's people who aren't still saying that, like unironically.
I know, but I remember it was like so much prevalent like during COVID when everybody was doing that.
Well, yeah, because that was hype Reddit speak, and we were bored and had nothing to do. So fucking fuck it, tits to the moon, let's go. Fucking poo coin, let's hit it.
What was that one? Dogecoin? That was the one that literally went like to the freaking moon.
By to the moon, do you mean 69 cents at its peak? Is that to the moon to you?
For a little bit. I thought it blew up for a little bit.
69 cents at its peak.
I don't know too much about it, right? So
yeah, I mean, you're stepping into my ballpark here.
It was AMD, right? Or
no,
AMC? AMD?
It was GameStop, actually, if that's the one you're thinking, and that's not even a crypto. That's a stock on the
stock. That was stock. That's what it was. Damn, dude.
You're getting a lot of things confused right now, brother, and there's multiple different sections of the internet that hate you for each one.
Dude, my head is
same.
My head is a vault, dude, but
it's all a casino, but it's different casinos. Hatch, I
turn off my phone, dude.
Silent cell phones. What was that?
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
Dude, this rookie, that's got to be like $5 in the tip jar.
I'm sorry, dude.
Ooh.
Hey, the thing is, the person who texted me listens to this show, so they should know not to text me during this time.
Damn, man. I mean, I would also say just maybe silence your phone before we start recording, but we can blame them.
You're right.
We can gaslight. It's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, blame them completely. What the hell?
Yeah, no, yeah, never take responsibility for any of your own problems, and that's how you have a
Never.
successful relationship.
Always blame someone else. Always blame someone else.
Always
the
blame
finger.
someone else.
Never the blame.
Yeah.
Admit nothing, deny everything.
Yep.
Take other people's credit, and yep.
Wait, what?
That's it.
Take other credit as in like their credit score, or like?
No, he's talking.
Take it as you will.
He's talking plagiarism style.
Okay.
Take it as you will.
Take it as
Someone says thank you, say you're welcome.
He said copyright strike. He said copyright strike, dude. That's my content.
Yeah, everything.
Dude, speaking of, I actually had to copyright strike a channel recently. Both were
I think we talked
successful.
about that last week.
Did I?
Or was it a new
Did I
one?
talk about it on the show, or maybe did I talk about it off the show, or?
Talked a little about it, like very vaguely.
Yeah. Well, so those both went through. So, yeah. Fuck you. Don't just take my content to promote your shitty merch.
On the receiving end?
Well,
Maybe,
that
like,
channel
fined?
will never be able to monetize anything ever again.
Really?
Like all the monetization tools go away because you're using stolen content, and if they pay you, then they potentially would have to, pay like, I don't know the whole thing, but they would have to then make that right, if that makes sense, because the actual rights holders are who should get being paid for that content, if that makes sense. So as a way to get around that, they just say, nope, you can never like get money from our platform ever again. And yeah, I mean, really, like, it doesn't delete their channel until they get like, I don't know the full number.
System?
Well, on YouTube it's 3. I don't know what it is on Instagram. Probably different, maybe the same. I have no clue. I haven't run into that yet because I just like make my own content and don't steal other people's. So yeah. That's my copyright protection moment of the week.
I wonder what that guy's thinking when he's posting, he's like reposting. He's like, oh, this is gonna be sick for me.
I mean, like, he's probably just trying to make money off the shitty t-shirts that he's posting as well, and just needs good content so people come to his like page and then maybe potentially buy a crappy shirt that says like, I play paintball, my girlfriend loves me, or something like that. Like, dude, I hate all those. Like, it's the like most cringiest shirt too. It's like, it's not even good merch.
Wait, what is it?
Have you never seen those paintball shirts that it's like really bad ads where it's like, I don't know, like, I like it dirty, I play paintball, or like stupid shit like that. And it's like, my, you should see my trigger finger. Like, I don't know, just the like, you get what I fucking mean. Can you give a single example and help me out, like, so I don't feel alone here?
There's one that I think of, but I think it's for like an actually like developed company, so I don't want to like say, I don't want to say it because it would be the wrong merch. But I know an analogy like that. Okay, I guess. Fuck it, I'll say it. I'll go to the shirts where it's like, my balls, your face. Those ones, huh?
Oh well, yeah, those are pretty bad too. There's a developed company.
Oh yeah, I gotta name a name.
Okay.
Brando knows what I'm talking about. Brando knows what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking. I just don't know the company.
Okay.
All right. Well, Hatch is confusing literally us, the podcast audience, the world.
Brando's not helping me out at all, bro. Fuck, dude.
Brando may as well be dead tonight, man.
We missed one event and you're out.
I can't move too fast. Hey, motherfucker! I can't move too much. But I assume the point got across with Ryan's analogy. I didn't. Yeah, it made complete sense. I don't know. Like I've seen one that says like my boyfriend, your boyfriend, and we're just like there's a stick figure and then a paper player.
Yeah. It's like the bathroom. It's like the bathroom, right? The bathroom symbol for male. And then it's like your boyfriend was the normal bathroom, and then it's like my boyfriend was like the stick figure with the paintball gun.
Yeah.
Something like that. I know what you're talking about.
I hate that type of merch. That's all I'm gonna say. That was all that was. That didn't need to be a 5-minute tangent. I'm just proud that Brandon's here because I feel like I said, he has been dead tonight. Like, did you have a hard day at work? What's going on, buddy?
It was a long day. It was a long day. My feet hurt.
I'm getting those vibes because it's been a lot of just kind of 2 words and then a 10-second silence.
Yeah. Did you?
I'm on coffee number 4 and.
Coffee number 4, and
but we're here.
It's freaking 8 o'clock. God damn it, brother,
dude.
Yeah.
Nice, Brando.
So after this, no Minecraft, straight to sleep.
I don't know about that. I'm off tomorrow, so we'll see.
Well, we can talk about Minecraft in a second. But what Hatch said there is actually a very good point. I should talk to about our sponsors, because it's been about that time in the show. So let me find the right thing to bring up. There we go. And yeah, it's all right. We'll start out with Liquid IV because I grabbed their box first. I mentioned them first, and Hatch mentioned them. Great place to start. LiquidIV.com. It's a great product. I've been drinking one throughout tonight. Great flavor. They've got a ton of electrolytes, ton of vitamins. It's a really good hydration formula. So if you need to get hydrated, whether you're, a little bit hungover, you've been sweating all day at the paintball field, it's a great product for that. Like I mentioned, 3 times the electrolytes. The vitamins are B3, B5, B6, B12, and vitamin C. You got all the great flavors to choose from over on their site. This is the box for lemon lime. That one is actually a watermelon, which is very tasty. Strawberry lemonade. That's another one I like. Brandon loves the golden cherry. They have other flavors, but I mean, hell, those are just the ones that I always go to. It's a great price for it. And what's awesome is if you use our code Mafia_Moffitt, you'll get 20% off. So that brings it down even a little bit more. You can head over to the webpage, like I said, Liquid IV. There'll also be a link down in the description for the YouTube people. But yeah, go try it out. Grab a box like this. A couple sticks in there, see if you like it. If you enjoy it, you can always re-up and grab some more. But yeah, definitely go let them know we sent you. Liquid IV, one more time, it's liquidiv.com, and the code is Mafia_Moffitt. That's MAFIA_MOFFITT. And the other one is NECTR, which I got one in my mouth. Finally got this open, so now I can actually show you guys what it looks like. You guys probably, if you're watching the video, you may have seen me putting this in earlier on in the day, but it's a little pouch, kind of resembles, Zyn, little nicotine pouch, something like that. But there is a big difference in these pouches and those type of pouches. Someone's car was just going crazy. That was really awesome. But the big difference is there's no nicotine or tobacco products in this product. So this is just caffeine and neurotropics. They have Cognizin is one of them. I know they also had choline Cognizin Citocholine. That is the name. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but it's a great booster. Helps kind of, perk you up a little bit, gets you ready to go. And then that caffeine, everyone knows what caffeine does. It's a great stimulant. So yeah, they've got the 2 great flavors, Ice Mango and the Fresh Mint. There are a couple more coming on the way, but those are still being worked on, so they're not available just yet. You can head over to NECTR. So NECTR.energy/MafiaProductions. That's all one word on Mafia Productions. So MAFIA Productions. But yeah, guys, check it out. Head over there. The either using that link or using the code Mafia Productions is going to get you access to a buy 2 get 1 free and free shipping. So if you use that and you want to try it out, you're going to save a little bit of money, be able to try out both the flavors and see, which one's your favorite, and maybe, you'll pick up a bigger size of in the future. Hatch, you did a little video for them this weekend. You want to talk about that just real quick?
Oh, man, dude, Ryan, obviously the quality's way different because you're not there, obviously, right?
Your hashtag was hilarious.
Hey, but you know what? We did our best. We tried, right? And honestly, I actually really like the product, and that's me, like, no bullshitting. It kept me energized my entire drive home, right? And for me, as a guy who drives a lot, dude, that's a huge difference, especially after I'm exhausted, playing all day. Like, I'm waking up, I'm leaving my house at 5:30 to get to the field, then I'm playing all day. Then it's like I didn't even leave the field till what, Brando? It was like 5.
Yeah, it was past 5.
And then it's like play all day until 5. And then 3-hour drive home, right? So NECTR literally is like keeping me right on the edge,
keeping me sane
with that energy, literally keeping me sane.
Yeah.
Because sometimes there are times where you're
I used them
driving,
during my drive as well.
So good, dude. When you start hallucinating, bro, because you're so tired, that is like the worst. So that's when I gotta pop in a.
Have you ever heard of it's a thing that truck drivers talk about, but it's called the curse of the black dog, and it's this thing that. It's this thing that you'll see running alongside you, so it'll almost look like something is in your like peripheral vision, and it's kind of this like mind trick that your brain plays where you won't ever see the dog or like whatever the thing is, whatever the spot is in your vision that your brain creates because you're so tired. You'll never see it, but if you do ever see it like come into your vision, that's when apparently truck drivers like go off
dozing
the
off.
road, getting crashes, like all
Yup.
this stuff. And
Dude.
that's like, so that's their like thing is like, if you see the black dog, you've already gone too far. You need to pull over right now and like get yourself where you're not just gonna pass out.
Dude, mine's called the clown, dude. I get the clown, and I don't even like clowns. That's how I know I'm like super fucking tired when I see like all of like the reflector lights and all the brake lights like slowly morph into a big red nose. I'm like, bro, I gotta pull over and chill, bro.
That's crazy
sure?
too.
Dude, so that's funny.
Are you sure it's not acid that you're taking? I'm
100% sure that's not acid that I'm taking, bro. I swear.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
okay.
it's funny because that's when I know that I'm like, man, if I'm not home in the next like 30 minutes, dude, I gotta pull over and like either grab like a Red Bull, right? But now, luckily, fueled by NECTR, baby. So
yeah. No, yeah, and they're definitely a lot more convenient, and yeah, you can just keep a pouch in your car and have it ready to go. So yeah, thank you to them one more time. Thank you to NECTR Energy. We'll jump right back into the show, I guess, guys. So we were going to talk about Minecraft a little bit. How has that been going? Because I've kind of pieced out. I'm going to be fully honest.
You're dunzo?
I mean, I don't know if I'm dunzo, but I've been dunzo for like the past week because I've just been doing other shit.
You're good. We're still working on a bunch of stuff. I think me and Mike are working on on a big old aquarium for the whole squad. Right?
That'd be cool.
It is big.
Yeah. So, and the thing is, it's funny is right after we got done recording last week's episode, not even 30 minutes after we click stop recording, me, Brando's ex-girlfriend, and Micah all go in to play some Minecraft, and oh man, do we get our shit rocked? We're all mining, going on a nice little adventure, jumping through caves. Hey guys, haha, look, I found some diamonds. And then all of a sudden, boom, pitch fucking black. Picture what would I do this to scale? Like a shack-sized figure that looks like a giant teal moose man from Stranger Things.
What the fuck?
Right? That's what the warden is, dude. So we thought the warden was just one guy, dude. We thought it was just one guy. No, sir.
You were very wrong.
We were very wrong. And it's like, noise is what triggers it, right? So we're like running around causing all this fucking chaos, and now all of a sudden there's 10 of these 10-foot tall moose men.
Oh my god.
And we are just like trying to hide in any corner and crevice we can, right? I'm like Brando, this is it, bro. And because it's like we can like slowly see him like creeping around the corner slowly, right? And I'm like, well, Brando, I'm fucked. And then I get blasted, and he was like corners. Brando just corners himself, and he's like, all right, well, good thing I have admin privileges to this server, so I'm just gonna teleport right to him. So
yeah,
I lose my shit again.
I gotta tell people about my context for this because it was fucking hilarious. I'm sitting in the Discord call editing last week's podcast as these motherfuckers are fighting for their life, and I know everyone out there has probably never played video games with Hatch before. When Hatch has an escalated heart rate in a video game,
yeah, dude.
Noise is kind of just a suggestion at that point. This motherfucker out of nowhere will just hit you with the loudest like fucking they're coming in! They're fucking they're coming in!
Yeah.
And you're just like, bro, what the fuck? Especially if you're not in the game and you can't see what's going on, and all of a sudden you just hear this man going crazy in your ears.
Yeah,
it's an experience to play alongside Hatch. Yeah, he's a screamer.
For sure.
You're a screamer, my guy.
Because it'll be like sometimes, like when I would play like Resident Evil 4, right? That's obviously a single player game. Nobody would be playing with me, right? I'm in the Discord with my boys.
Oh my god, that's a bad one too.
I'm in the Discord with my boys. I'm just like, it's like dead ass quiet, right? Some people are playing like their own individual game of Valorant. Ryan's editing or some shit, right? And I'm just like playing my Resident Evil 4, doing my thing. Jump scare, dude. Volume is no option because at that point, I'm so immersed in it, in the separate reality within my screen, to where I scream in real life, dude. Sometimes, dude, you see the boulder coming at you on screen. You're like, whoa, dude, gotta dodge it.
I like how you're saying sometimes. No, you scream every time, and you make it known. I don't know how like the people you live with don't kill you, because Jesus Christ, man, you are so loud.
Luckily, I have enough sound.
You put up enough.
My,
that's
my door
that's
to where
good.
It's not too bad.
I think you need that.
The only one who suffers is my dog right here.
It's fucking Callie, man.
She sleeps through it. She sleeps through it. She's fine.
She's old and deaf anyways, so she doesn't hear it.
she's old, but she's actually got that 200 hearing, not even 2020, but
she's still with it. She's not like Cedar's dog.
No, Cedar's dog, that's a different level dog. I love
that's
that.
That's another thing that'll make Cedar's ex-girlfriend mad at me for mentioning on the show. So that's always a fun one. I'm in the doghouse with her, and that's okay.
Cedar's dog is like a white loaf of like. I
mean, we've talked about it before. People know Cedar's dog has no soul behind its eyes, and it looks like it wants to die, but at the same time, it loves Cedar, and it's happy to be here. So
yeah,
God damn it, Cedar's gonna take care of that dog.
You can tell that dog is so thankful for Cedar,
dude.
Right? It's like, all right, time to go take my 30 steps for the day, go take a shit, and go sit back down. You know?
Yeah, that dog would not survive really if there was another owner but Cedar. So shout out to the man.
I think about that with a lot of dogs, like Chihuahuas. That shit ain't ever surviving in the wild. Like,
I mean, I see what you're saying. Yeah, like not even from a like bad owner standpoint. Just like if you somehow got out, you're dead. like you're
how
not...
is a French bulldog gonna survive in the fucking wild anywhere? Right?
Not anymore.
You know?
I mean, maybe at one point in time when the breed originally fought bulls, but yeah, I don't think so anymore.
Yeah, so
well,
shout
question, Hatch, where do you think the name bulldog comes from?
Now I gotta think of something.
One day,
the not obvious reason, the not obvious.
One day, a bull mounted a dog.
All right, well, to not waste so much fucking time. No,
Brando's been on Reddit too much, dude.
Bulldogs were dogs that used to fight bulls back in the day. Like that's what those breeds were originally meant to do back in the 1800s or whatever time period it was when they were originally, kind of bred into existence. Dogs used to like serve purposes and do things, and now they're just kind of, a pet, but they're cute. So we love them.
Their only job right now is to love me. That's it. Protect me and love me.
That's all I need.
That'd be a fair trade-off.
I don't know how people do cats, bro. I don't know how people do cats.
I don't like cats. I don't trust cat people.
Hate on me in the comments, dude. Tell me how bad of a person I am. I'm not that big a fan of cats.
And the thing I've always said is because I feel like if for some strange reason, let's say unfortunately I pass away in the middle of the night and it's just, no one's home, doesn't get noticed for a while. It's a very, very dark situation. It's sad. That cat is eating me that day.
Eyeballs fucking first.
The dog is at least gonna wait a couple days to the point where he's really fucking hungry and he's like,
I have no fucking choice.
What am I gonna do, man? Like, this is survival. So that's why it's like I take dog every time. Like something that's at least a little loyal and it's still an animal. Okay, we can deal with that. We can work with that.
And the thing is with a big thing with me with cats, dude, those fuckers shit in the house in a little sandbox.
Well, doing it.
That is disgusting, bro.
Just make direct eye contact, bro. It's fucked up.
Yeah. And the thing is,
I mean,
it's funny because I walk outside sometimes in my backyard and my dog will be taking a shit and I have to make eye contact with my dog. That apparently means that if a dog makes eye contact when they take a shit, that means that they're like, okay, you got my back, right? I'm vulnerable right now. You got my back. That's apparently what that means.
Please help me.
Yep. It's like, yo, watch my back, dude. Yo, I got your front. So
that's hella funny.
I don't feel the same about cats as these two. I like cats. They're cool. Yeah, I just can't have it because Michelle's allergic. But
are you a cat person over a dog person though?
No. I'd rather have a dog. But for the paintball lifestyle, a cat's a little more convenient.
Absolutely, positively, without a fucking doubt.
Yeah, you're right about that. I will say, like, there are chill cats. I have met some cats where I'm like, okay, you're not that bad.
I like
the
cats
problem
that act like dogs.
is, it's just like the far majority are assholes. So it's like, I know a couple bad apples doesn't make the group bad, but when 80% are bad apples, maybe that's just a bad group. You know what I mean?
I was talking to this girl
not trying to make it political.
I was talking to this girl back in the day, and she had a cat. Dude, 2 separate times almost set her apartment on fire. She would light a candle, and that little fucker is just like scooting it off the table, dude, the candle. And it's like, it literally almost set her place on fire twice.
Dog ain't doing that.
That is too much for me, bro. The dog is not doing that. And the thing is, I have seen videos where dogs are like chewing the remote, and then they like munch on the batteries, and the spark from the batteries lights the curtains on fire. So you know what? Dogs aren't safe too.
Okay, but I feel like that's a little more of an edge case. I don't know. Cats just like to be assholes,
Dog bone,
bruh.
remote. They look same, but different.
Maybe that's the question, everyone. If you get to this point in the podcast, you have to let us know in the comments. Are dogs or cats better? And are you a dog or a cat person? We need to know.
I'm putting this on my Instagram tomorrow.
I need the sound
dogs or
off.
cats.
You're gonna Hatch, this doesn't come out until next week. You can't spoil it that early.
I get the public statement before it goes,
The
before it
public
happens.
statement. Okay. And then have it so we can. Well, but then no one has any reason to engage with this. Okay, it's all good.
No,
I try to do
you're
things,
absolutely
but
right. You're absolutely right. So you know what?
whatever,
Next Tuesday
whatever.
we're doing it. Next Tuesday we're doing a poll.
We're doing a poll on some day at some time, and you guys may see it. So, yeah,
Maybe we'll see.
I don't know.
But yeah, dogs for days.
Dogs for days. All right, were we getting off this topic finally? I'm like trying to get away from it.
I'm down. I would love to honestly talk about our past weekend at practice.
Okay. We can talk about that. We can also talk about, I mean, there are a couple NXL like pro division roster changes. If maybe we want to go through those real quick.
Yeah, let's hear about that.
So big one, Rob Velez going back to Revo, is no longer playing with Blast Camp. So
The comments, bro.
is an interesting change up too, because now Blast Camp no longer has one of their kind of big players trying to help them be PB fit. So we will see how that kind of changes up that battle moving forward. And I mean, the other one, it's not as big a news, I would say, but it is still big news. Trent Nitita, something like that.
Trent Nita went to NRG, right?
Yeah, so he went from Ironman to NRG. Apparently there's a story behind that. What that story is, I don't fully know, because it hasn't been explained yet, but he was supposed to go on a podcast today and talk about it, but it wasn't able to happen. So yeah, I think at some point in the future we'll kind of hear what happened with that, but hope it was all good. I mean, I could ask people internally, but I also don't want to do that, because then I feel like people would know where I got my info from. So I don't know anything.
Me either, dude.
I know nothing.
I know nothing.
Was he part of the three Hurricane guys? Okay.
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah, him,
Right.
Keith DeVitt.
Him, Keith, and God damn, what's that guy's name? Is it Nick?
Maybe.
It's not Nick, right?
I don't know. Sorry, guys. I don't know all pro names. I know a lot of them, but not all of them. Not yet.
Was it Treegarthen?
No, that guy. I'm actually, dude, no joke. I watched that guy play, Chris Treegarthen, before I even started playing speedball. I remember watching the NCAA college finals, right, and stuff like that. And it was Long Beach versus Texas A&M. And I remember watching Chris Treegarthen, and it was and Matty Marshall's obviously commentating, because if it ain't paintball, if Matty Marshall ain't commentating, right?
Pretty much.
So they're Chris Treegarthen in the snake with a broken finger. It's damn, dude, fucking beast, right? And that's what it would say. And
no, your impression was not very good, but we'll keep moving forward.
I could never do a Matty Marshall impression, even if my life depended on it. So
it's just God's voice.
I have to I would have to work on it. I do. He has his kind of dictation. That's the one that's kind of weird, because he has the and on this day in September 24th, 2014, two teams came together to find out that they would and so I would have to figure the voice out more, but I feel like I could potentially pull that one off eventually. I'd never be as good.
Yeah. You have a pretty good one though.
Kyle,
I like your voiceovers that you've done.
What?
Okay.
What do you mean, voiceover voice, or what? What?
Yeah. During some of your videos, I don't know if you could hear the helicopter overhead.
Dude.
Yeah.
Brandon's been going through it tonight, man.
I don't know. I think they're chasing the car. I have no idea.
Because that's been going on for a while, I feel like.
Oh my god.
So, all right, if on the show we all of a sudden see shots come through the window, just pray for Brandon, all right?
Just another Tuesday. Just another Tuesday.
Jesus, take the wheel. Round two.
I love that clip.
Oh my god. That goddamn music.
That guy from Iron Man, his name is Kyle. I don't know why I thought it was fucking whatever it was. Nick.
Oh, okay.
It's Kyle.
I now think I know who you're talking about, but I do not know how to pronounce his last name. So
That's why I left it at Kyle. So, you know.
yeah. All right. Well, yeah. So that was kind of the 2 roster updates that I had seen in the past week. So bringing those to you guys here on the show. I mean, yeah, Hatch, do you want to get into practice? Kind of talking about that shit. Talked about all the tournament stuff.
Yeah. So, as you guys know, we are what I like to call the semi-professional team, right? So we had a fucking rough ass weekend. No sugarcoating it, right? In the morning, we just could not get anything fucking done. It was like we were just not on the same page, and we were just getting fucking destroyed, right? Which is not good, right? Brando, would you like to add anything before I go on?
We were just making some the basic. We weren't getting the basics down. You know, we were just going out there playing individual paintball essentially, and we were making just bonehead like no D4 D3 mistakes, and it just like I don't know. Yeah, we weren't a collective. We weren't playing as a collective. You know,
It's a funny word.
and it I mean, but it's true. You know, we weren't playing as a team. You know, and it boiled over to an extent.
For sure.
But it got to a point where we all recognized what was going on, and we came together, talked, and got a little talked to, and eventually came out swinging.
Yeah.
Playing a lot better, pulled it together, but don't know if you want to get in how detailed you want to get, Hatch.
I got this. Okay, so basically we were playing like such fucking shit. I told our coach, and I was like, hey, I think if you could take 10 minutes to come off the field, because everybody needs a fucking morale boost. Everybody needs to know what the fuck we're expecting, right? Everybody needs to be put back in check with that, right? Right. So he came off the field and basically told us, you know, like how big of a challenge we have, right? You know, we were D3 guys last year. Now it's like we're coming up, right? He basically called us mediocre as fuck, right? He
called you mid,
right? And it makes sense, right? Because we have everything to prove and nothing to lose, right? We all know what we need to do. Getting everybody on the same page, that's the hard part, right? And
honest question, Hash, and I think it may add some pressure to it. How many other semi-pro players are on a podcast weekly?
Consistently, probably none.
And that's kind of what I'm saying too. That's like another thing I feel like kind of does paint a picture on or target on you guys a little bit unnecessarily is just kind of your guys' you know, you have a little more of a public facing image just because, you know, the Instagram stuff, the podcast stuff like that. But I think that does deceive people on like your guys' image.
Does that
make sense?
Right?
Yeah,
I would agree. I don't think people understand how much work we put in sometimes, right? And sleep on us, please, right? I love that shit. Brando loves that shit, right? How do I put this without sounding like whack?
I mean, say it how you're gonna say it. Say it with your chest.
It's like you fucking nut up or shut up. There shouldn't be fucking hesitation, right? Well, if you're really trying to compete for the pro spot, dude, there is no fucking hesitation, right? You look at the good teams, Dynasty, Heat, like look at like awesome, prime example all the time, Mike Urena. That guy, crisp. He does not fucking hesitate. That guy sees a move and he will take that shit and shoot the entire team, right?
That's how you win paintball. Like that's how you win matches. You make the right move at the right time.
And so getting everybody to that level is our challenge right now, right? I would say there are definitely people on the team that have enough tournament experience towards like they can thrive under the tournament pressure, right? But there's some people who just don't have that high enough level experience yet, right? And honestly, I don't. I'm one of those, right? I am one of those people because, right, I've only played a total of 2 semi-pro tournaments, right? Mm-hmm. So I have everything to learn, right? I'm excited I want to play a really, really hard team. I want to play PB Fit. I want to play Blast Camp, right? Because there's only one way you can truly get that high level experience is by playing that high level paintball, right? And it's like, it's different when dynasties when you're practicing against dynasty, right? A couple points, right? Because that's not the tournament setting, right? They might be doing something different, right? Just because it's practice, they might be trying something out. In tournaments, it's not like that, right? People try their best not to make any mistakes, because one thing that I learned for sure is whoever loses the first body loses 70% of the time. That's what I would probably say, 70%.
In what?
Depending on who it is.
In semi-pro? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, right? Because it's like, especially if it's the wide guy. If it's the wide guy, you're probably just going to start getting like double teamed if you're the back guy, right? At that point, it takes like tremendous teamwork to like even it back up, right? It's like, hey, you watch this, make sure this guy's job is being covered, the guy that just died, right? And yeah, we were playing, like Brando said, we were playing like boneheads. We were making switches without telling anybody. We weren't being as cohesive. We weren't putting names on it, right? Because it should be muscle memory where you say, hey, Brando, I have the snake, go, right? We need to be putting names on it instinctually every single time, right? Just because.
Yeah. Well, and it's kind of funny to hear
something.
It's funny to hear you talk about this, Hatch, because some of this is, there may be some people out there who are at certain divisions who hear like, simple communication stuff really is what is the difference in the different tiers of paintball, in my opinion. It's really like you go from D5, not, no one saying anything, D4, people starting to talk, D3, people just screaming their heads off, D2, people starting to put plays together, semi-pro guys starting to work and talk efficiently together, and then pro setting up stuff on the fly. So I feel like that's kind of the list up, if that makes sense. In semi-pro, that's really where you have teams who started to develop the like, hey, I need you to do this, I need to do this, we're gonna get that play going, 3, 2, 1, you switch that way, cool, and now we're gonna like figure out something to do. Now, granted, semi-pro, it's a bigger division, there's more teams, so obviously your fit, your blast camp, your killers, your top guys at doing that are gonna be further ahead than your bottom guys, but essentially that's kind of like where that level up happens. So it is cool to hear you kind of understand that and see that about your game. That's one of the things that you need to work on. I'm not necessarily calling you out for that, but that is definitely something I've noticed as being on the sidelines for a lot of matches. That's one of the first big differences you see from, depending on lower division stuff, middle division into the higher stuff.
Mm-hmm. And go ahead,
if I could add, and the communication stuff like that, I felt the past couple weekends, the past couple practices, we've been improving on that. We've been actually having a conversation when we're losing bodies off break. If we're down, like, we'll lock it up, and if it's a 3-on-5, we've pulled out 3-on-5s at practice several times of like really good, solid communication amongst those three, making sure zones are locked up, asking hey, once they get past this bunker, I cannot see, so we're gonna switch once they get there, kind of thing, making it very clear and concise of what jobs to do. And it's just, we dropped the ball this weekend to start it out. Like, none of that was there.
And I do want to say, if people are confused, they are just talking about a practice. So this was practice held at Capital Edge Paintball. They didn't go play in either Bunkerfest or Dub C, just because I know there was a multiple tournaments that happened this past weekend. So I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah. So practice, right? And obviously, if you want to win practice, you're fucking lame, right? And the biggest L you can take at practice, learning. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make that a t-shirt, bro. L for learning.
Hey, I went out, I found the sticker design for I Love My Ex-Girlfriend, so you have to do the L for learning one. All right, that's a fair trade-off.
Is there a periodic element for L?
Is there? I don't know. That you're the Google person. I don't Google during the show. I've refused to Google during the show.
Okay, while you're Googling that, Brando, so one thing I want to say that this
isn't there.
I think this is going to be a
aluminum.
I feel like this little knowledge is going to be big when it comes to the different styles of play in semi-pro. The second you flinch, right? Say if you're shooting, you're keeping the guy in the Dorito one, right? The second you flinch, it's like you have to caution that he could have moved, right? And then at that point, you have to be like aware. You're like, okay, I'm still shooting this spot. I have the dominance, but he could be somewhere else, right? And that's another thing, right? You have to let your teammates know, right? Because if you let your teammates know, be like, hey, Dorito 1, caution Dorito 2, right? He could have moved, right? Because at that moment, that lets your teammates know, okay, there could be a guy over here trying to get sneaky. So now it eliminates the excuse, right? Because if that Dorito 2 has a shot on the snake guy, at that point, he has no excuse dying, right? Because he knows, right? That it's like, hey, he could be there. Like, play tight. Yeah. So that's like when it comes to awareness of,
like,
yep. Put it in the vault.
That's just giving coaching tips right now. This is what this section of the show is.
Oh yeah. Oh, dude. Thank you for reminding me, Ryan. One thing I do want to say. This isn't a tip. This is I guess like a quick little shout out that I just wanted to say because I remembered. Right. Shout out to one of the kids, Jace. Came up to me, told me he was a big fan of the podcast and he loved our content. And he was like, yo, dude, can you give me a shout out? And I'm like, say less, bro. I got you. So shout out to Jace. Keep killing it out there, man.
We're going to have to start charging for shout outs, man. Our shout outs list is getting too long. We've done like 5 or 6 so far today. We're going to have to start putting a couple $1 premium on ad space / shout out space on the show.
Yeah, true. So before that one slipped my mind, I had to do it.
No, that's cool. And I'm joking. Fucking shout out to you, Jace. Thank you for supporting the show. I appreciate you, man.
Freaking beast out there. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's dripped up in hormesis.
I will say, if you're a Patreon member, I'd love you a lot more, but it's okay. We're friends. You know, we won't move the relationship along more, so it's okay. You'll just remain a friend.
Become a Patreon member and you'll be family.
Exactly. That's what our Patreon members are. You guys are our family.
So with the normal subscribe is the friends. The Patreon is the benefits. You know what I'm saying?
That now gets weird, and especially when we have children in our audience, we're not going to say that. It's just friends and family
in general. You know what? Friends and family. I like that one better.
That works a lot better.
That one's more appropriate.
This is called proper branding, so you don't run into issues.
Facts. So you know what, dude? Hey, shout out to everybody who is over 18. There's the shout out.
Okay. Well, all right. We're getting very specific now.
But yeah, that was basically how practice went. We got fucking destroyed, and then our coach came in telling us how fucking mediocre we are, and that if we really want this shit, we got to dig deep down. And nobody really wanted to hear that how much we sucked, right? Obviously, we know how much we suck. The past tournament shows. So only up from here.
Damn, bro. I mean, shit. I feel like I was part of a therapy session a little bit.
Brando, I know Brando probably feels the same way, and he wasn't even there.
Yeah, it was bad. It was frustrating. It was really frustrating. After Chim came in and talked to us, it was the first point I played afterwards. I don't think it was the first point that like our team played, but it was the first one I played. I'd like to say I brung out my inner Hatch during that game.
Okay.
We were down on a body. Actually, no, we were evened up 4-on-4 for a while. They were in the center. Hatch makes a move, shoots at that center player. I get up right behind Hatch, and all I see is a barrel in the center. I'm like, it just clicked in my. I'm like, I'm pissed. I want to win. I'm pissed. Like, fuck this guy. So I ran right at him, and I turned the brick. All I saw was goggle. So I start ramping it. Just goggle. And as I passed him, I'm goggle. And I turn around and I don't feel anything. I'm like, all right, let's go fuck this other guy up. So I keep running. All I see is the barrel. I'm like, all right. So I turn the Dorito. All I see is goggle. Goggle. And then I get shot. But yeah, no, yeah. I was pissed off. I was like running off the field. I'm like, I really hope Hatch saw that. That was you, Hatch. Thank you, Hatch.
Because the thing is, right? We were all so mad, right? Because it's like you could tell, right? The vibe after that conversation was so different, right? And because the thing is, for me, I'm always trying to energize everybody, right? I'm always like, all right, guys, keep your fucking heads up, right? If it was easy, everybody would be doing it, right? Trying to keep the boys up. And some people like the hype, some people don't, right? But it's my job as a teammate to keep my boys up.
That does remind me of one thing I forgot to mention from Dub C. There was one last moment I watched on the field that was actually pretty funny. Ryan Podesta was coming down the snake to bunker a dude, and he was crawling down. I don't think he was crawling him down. They fought, and then he decided to run him down because the dude got like hit, and so he was going to check. Ryan came around, and I see what he was thinking. He didn't want to ramp on him. He didn't want to all of a sudden put 6 in him because his gun starts sending 3 at a time. So he goes and does one trigger pull, waits a second, does another trigger pull, waits a second, does another trigger pull, and then gives him one more. And it's like the slowest bunkering ever.
That sounds like it's coordinated.
Yeah, it was funny because I kind of see what he's thinking. He's like, look, if I hit it too fast, then it's gonna send way more pain. I don't want to be that guy. I'm trying to be nice. But at the same time, it almost made it look worse because it was like, this looks deliberate now.
Yeah, he probably looks like he's like stalking his prey at that point.
A little bit.
But, sometimes
gotta do what you gotta do.
Giving him the good old-fashioned Brando every once in a while, going through, hitting him with the goggle, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta hit him with it. Brando knows.
I know. Yeah,
Ryan, you love to see it.
No, I'd love to do it when I very rarely can.
That's what we got to get you out there, dude.
It's so funny. Paintball people, every single person who I see in the sport always is like, bro, you gotta play all the time. You gotta be doing this shit. I'm gonna be honest, no. Like, don't get me wrong.
I just want one weekend
paintball.
Where we get to play together.
No. And I love playing, but like for me, just going out and playing random points on a Saturday is not it. And the reason being, I don't really want to be buying like a case of paint for that. I'm going to be shooting a full case in about 30 minutes because when I play paintball or especially airball, I want to fucking shoot paint. So I'm ending up going to be buying 2 cases. And it's just like, it's more money than it is worth it. I'm literally, there's no way I'm going to make the money back because it's not like I'm filming at the same time. So I don't know, man. Like, it's fun. Don't get me wrong. I just also like, I don't necessarily love just like practicing airball. And that's why I never was like, I'm going to be a great tournament player because that's really not that much fun to me. Like just random airball points that mean nothing. They can be cool, but I feel like more often than not, it's just kind of like, well, that was fun 15 minutes, but like I just shot 6 pods and cool. Like, I don't know. Yeah.
We got to find a 3-man open to where we can have a from the sidelines team.
That would be fire.
A 3-man open division.
Yeah. Well, and if it's by points, I have 0. So that really averages us down really hard.
Yeah, then we're good.
It's just the average of your guys' points at that point.
I think I'm still ranked D3.
You're D2. I'm still D3. Yeah.
I mean, bro, I can't say shit. I suck, dude. Look at my record, bro.
I could still technically play a D4 tournament. Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, and that's what's funny with Dub C's Premier is you can be a division classed pro, but you have to be a pro under a certain amount of points. So like there was a whole bunch of other pros, like Mouse was there, Kyle was there, Greenspan were there, but none of them can play it because they all have like over a certain amount of pro points on their APPA. But like Dylan, GJ, maybe Mike, I don't know, a couple other people like that, they're able to come in and play in the Premier Division.
I don't think Mike can play anymore, but I remember when I went to a WC and I think I saw him playing with the Violence crew. Well,
I mean, you have to think of this. How many tournaments has gone on his winning record in like the past 3 years?
That's
with
what
Dynasty?
I'm saying. That's why they won't. That's why they probably won't even let him.
Dude, his points from Scottsdale Elevation to where they are now is probably very different.
So completely different. They probably got to pull up that website. What is that website where it shows every pro player and all their wins? Which one is that one? What website?
Oh, I have it bookmarked, but I forget the actual name of it right now. But MLPB, I think it's one of their things.
Yeah.
Oh, and shows all the.
But it's false. It's only X-Ball, and as we know, we're an NPPL podcast because of Brandon and his family's legacy. So, we take it with a grain of salt.
Or oh my god, I'm blanking on the other names. Damn it.
What are you trying to think of? Like tournaments or?
No, I was thinking of an old Woods Ball tournament league.
Oh yeah,
it's gone. What about all
Great
those?
American
Those
Paintball
aren't
League
on
or something
here.
like that. Wasn't
Something
that one
like
the
that,
Great
yeah.
American? I remember that was the one I heard about.
Damn, it sounds
Great American
patriotic as fuck.
No, I don't fucking know.
You know,
Damn it.
America was different back then in the 90s. You know, you could be a patriotic person.
Facts. I'll leave it at that.
We're just gonna go straight politics, like out of the gate. It's like this podcast takes a hard left turn.
Yep.
So Israel, yeah.
So Israel, yeah, we go straight to like foreign political.
Oh God, could you fucking imagine, dude?
You know, I stand with the Jews. Is that the right one? I don't know. Whatever the good answer is, that's what I stand with.
Dude, whoa! I love juice, bro. Apple juice.
I love the Jewish people. What are you guys talking about? You can say the word Jews. That's okay.
I thought you said juice.
What? I'm so confused. No,
Like
I said
like
Jews.
apple juice.
Like the
Okay,
people,
gotcha.
like the race, the Jewish
I
people.
Okay. All right.
You know,
You guys
I
made me
wonder-
feel like I was about to get canceled. I'm like, what the
No, I
fuck? We
wonder
can't
if
say
I just
Jew
like-
anymore. Like that's
No, I
literally what they
genuinely wonder-
are. They're
I
a
genuinely
Jew.
wonder
They're a
if I'm
Jewish
Jewish.
person.
I genuinely wonder if I'm Jewish.
Hatch,
But that
you
is
gotta
funny
get
how
a-
you say that,
You
Ryan.
need to get a 23andMe. Like the.
You know, I've been told that a couple times, dude, to see what
what the fuck, you
is
are.
in me, bro.
Yeah,
What
To
dude.
is in me,
see
bro?
how much Mexican you
But
are.
then it's also
It's
almost
most of
like
it.
I don't want to know. I just want to keep guessing. You know?
But at the same time, he's Mexican. You know, there may be some Mexican blood, but that doesn't account for the curly black hair. Like that
That's
doesn't
gotta
make
be
any sense.
that's gotta be some Jewish in me for sure, dude. The curly black hair. Fucking rabbi.
I guess. I don't know, brother.
I got the curls right here, bro. Rabbi
Dude, it's
style.
gonna come out that Hatch has enough like Jewish ancestry so he can go on birthright and go fight in the IDF. Oh my
Dude, what
god,
if I have enough?
that'd
What
be
if I have
amazing.
enough like? What if I have enough like Native American in me to like own part of a fucking casino or something, dude? How fucking crazy would that
Go
be?
get it tested, bro. Then we can profit off
Sheesh.
this from the Sidelines Casino.
Yeah, dude. We get our own slot machine. It's like our
Dude.
face. It's like our own face. It's like our
Literally
faces.
printing money.
That would be so fucking sick.
You could tell some of us are gamblers.
No, but if we legitimately do a 23andMe, that would be like a thing that we have to fucking do on the podcast, bro. Like I gotta open it on the podcast and like read it
for sure.
on the podcast.
No, yeah, it would be an announcement that we made on the show for content. So
That's
everyone
terrifying,
in the
though,
world,
low-key.
yeah, find out that you're like, well,
I want to say
Fuck.
something so I want to say
Do you
something
know
so
about-
fucking bad.
yeah,
wanna say something
I think
so
I know
bad.
which one I'm thinking of too.
It's like, dude, let me just say, what if that that DNA test, dude, what if that gives me the pass, bro? What if that gets me the
Oh, I wasn't talking about
the
that.
pass, bro,
I
you know
wasn't
what I'm
talking
saying?
about that.
Imagine.
No, I'm talking about there's someone we know who took it who has a Islander tattoo on them and turns out to be not really Islander at all. And
Ooh.
yeah, I don't want to dox them, but yeah, that was a thing that came out during their 23andMe.
I do remember that actually.
Yeah, so
Damn.
that would be like, that would suck if it was like, oh wow, the thing I thought I was my whole life is a complete lie.
What if
Huh.
I'm like Theo Vaughn, dude, where I'm like Nicaraguan or something?
Come on.
Imagine,
Is he
you know?
actually Nicaraguan?
I mean, until I see those fucking papers.
Something like that.
No, he's not. Okay.
Dude, he's got a honestly a fucking golden olive complexion, bro.
Dude, Theo,
That is my favorite redneck.
dude, not gonna lie, Theo Vaughn may be my like ultimate podcast guest. Like if we had him, dude, we can retire. I'm done. That's the last episode.
I
Won't be
can't
another
even
one.
imagine what me and him would say to each other.
That's what I'm saying. Like at that point, I'd just be like, you know what? I don't know what happened. I don't know how we're here, but I'm ending it. It's over. We had Theo Vaughn
Yep.
as a guest. Bye bye. Good night.
Mhm. Yep. He's like, thank you.
Thank
That's
you.
it. The thing is, we don't even have him. We just have like a soundbite of him saying thank you. We just like,
get a
yeah, he's here.
we buy a cameo from him.
Okay. He's like,
We just
what's
have
up,
a
guys?
little-
From
yeah,
the
little guest
sidelines.
thing.
Bye, and that's it.
Hi. Thanks for the $5,000.
Yep. I wonder if he would be $5,000 for a guy like that. Probably would be for sure.
I don't think it's that much, but it is like 500, something like that, maybe. It also depends on who the person, if how bad they're in debt and need money.
That motherfucker got a Netflix special, bro. He probably got some good. He probably charging up the wazoo.
That don't mean shit. Netflix
Really?
special, that doesn't mean shit, bro. No. means he had one show that he was able to sell to Netflix, but that's like he doesn't get residuals from that. Like it's
one day we'll be on Netflix, people. One day we'll be on Netflix.
Hatch, no, we won't. There's no reason for the show to ever be on Netflix unless we've completely transitioned into a different type of media.
What, dude? You never know, dude. What if we all become fucking godlike actors?
Okay, brother. For your acting, we're gonna have to work on that a lot.
You're right.
I love your acting. It's very unnatural. It's very stilted. It's very. I'm acting. I don't know.
I need some lessons. That's why.
What the hell is that mean?
Unstilted, stilted, like it's on stilts, kind of. I don't know.
He's calling you. This is him calling us short again.
I'm calling
this
you
is him
short.
calling us short again. God damn it.
Damn, dude.
Fucking shorties.
Whatever, Tolly.
Yeah, freaking Tolly, bro.
The Tallies and the shorties. Isn't that? I'm pretty sure there's a fucking really good comedy sketch about that.
It sounds familiar. I don't know.
Brando, I think you're the perfect height for me, bro.
Thank you.
Your height plus mullet length ratio, pretty good.
I mean,
mullet to
I'm
height
like,
ratio.
Yeah.
I'm just a little bit shorter than you, but yeah.
Is that an actual ratio?
I wasn't gonna say that, bro. I was gonna say we're the same height, bro.
Oh, I'll say it. Yeah, no, I'm sure I'm the shortest on the team. I know that.
That's okay. That's why you play the middle, Brandon. No one will ever see
yeah, exactly.
He goes up there, he gets behind a brick, and then all of a sudden, Brandon was never there again.
God.
Brando, you gotta start using the alley-oop, the fucking hands straight up, and fucking shooting down on people in the snake. That's what you gotta start doing.
Good point. It's actually
I'll just be at like Cedar's height.
I don't think you're that short, Brandon. Like that's funny that you say that. You don't give off short energy.
Sorry, Brando 5'4". No,
look,
okay.
you're not.
That reminds me.
Shout
of
out to HK Army Kenny, because you're not that height.
Jesus,
that man is a short man.
You want to hear something fucking so funny? So, back in my Tinder days, right? This girl's like, oh, blah blah, asking me a bunch of questions, right? And she's like, oh, how tall are you? And I'm like, damn, dude, right? I'm asking. In my mind, I'm like, dude, whoa. What if I asked how much she weighs? Fucking same principle, bro. Double standard. That's bullshit, right? So I just go, oh, I'm 4'10", and then she just never replied. So
I'm 4'10".
I was like, got her out of the way real quick.
You went all the way down, yeah.
Yeah. So I said I had a ladder, so we're good.
That's a good answer, because then you're getting a lot of info there. You're getting, okay, if she gets the joke and plays along, she's got a sense of humor. If she doesn't get the joke and she's an asshole, red flag, immediately drop her.
Exactly.
And if she doesn't know what you're talking about, maybe she's just dumb. So like,
yeah, if she doesn't get your type of humor, dude, bro, it's you gotta weed them out fast. Just like Forrest
Double
Gump.
it and give it to the next.
Right, just like Forrest Gump. She says Jenny's a fucking good person. She's a piece of fucking shit.
Straight up. Yep, yeah, the Forrest Gump rule to live by. That's gonna be like
that is a great fucking rule, dude.
That
they say take a girl swimming.
That is one of the mission statements for like from the sidelines, like, thou shalt always watch Forrest Gump on a first or second date. Yeah, if thou likes Jenny, thou shalt dump her.
If thou likes Jenny, thou a thought. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, some shit like that. Regal
like
speech. I don't know.
Good enough.
Come up with some creative
words.
When I haven't been talking for an hour and 45 minutes straight at this point.
Luckily, dude, now we're at the point to where only the hardcore people are around.
Oh, that's the cool part about the end of these shows. It's kind of just a shit show. And really, if you're here, fucking shout out, man. Like,
if you're here, I love you.
Well, yeah.
Hey, if you're here right now and this episode goes live, DM me Goblin Dragon 69, because I know you heard this. Comment Dragon Goblin 69 in the comments if you're here.
Dragon Goblin 69.
Good enough, right?
I guess it's special enough. And when I, in a week from now, see all of those comments coming in on my YouTube, I'm going to laugh my ass off, because I'm going to forget at first. I'm going to be like,
he's about, what the fuck, Dragon Goblin?
Yeah, I'm like waking up like,
what? They think they can get me. They think I'm a simpleton. What the hell? You think it's that easy?
Do you want to be a dragon or a goblin? Neither.
That was one of my favorite Instagram captions. I said, in a world full of goblins, be a dragon. That's one of my favorite ones.
That is a pretty good one.
The people who know, right? Because if you read that in your head, I got you, bitch. You know, if you read that in your head, I got you with the dragon goblin.
God damn it.
Wait, what? I'm confused.
You know how it's like, oh, dude, you ever heard of that new book, Dragon? And they're like, oh, Dragon, you hit him with a dragon, these balls across their face.
Yeah,
right?
Okay. Yeah, but it's just a caption.
I know,
that
but when you
count.
read it if you read it in your head, you're mentally like, damn, he low-key got me mentally.
No, that's not how that works at all. That game does not work like that. You have to say it, and then they have to say it again, and then you
all
can.
All right, Ryan. So when you see my post and it says #FFTB, don't fucking lie to me. Don't fucking lie to me, Ryan.
What are you talking about? That's a completely different thing. That is totally separate from the conversation we are having at the moment currently. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
But it's like when you read that one, you're like, damn, you got me.
Well, yeah, but that's not the joke that we do where, okay, whatever. You know what? That's fine. You fucking win. You got me. Boom. Is that what you wanted to hear? Is that what you wanted to hear?
That is what
he lives rent-free in your head. That's it.
Yeah. At this point, yep.
And the thing is, right, all of you guys live rent-free in my head. I am like always fucking thinking about the boys.
I was like, you talking about the listeners or us? Like, who's rent-free?
Us and the family.
Yeah.
The family. Yeah, that's right. Our Dom Toretto type family.
And you know, it's really crazy because we really have built a support system, right? It's like, dude, our paintball team and like the people around us, like Matt the Gym Rat, 40 Media, right? Like Dylan from Sunday Certified, dude, they all support us, right? And so we all support them.
No, yeah, it's the paintball collaborative of like, you know, just paintball creators of different type. I don't know. We always support each other. We're all kind of members of each other's shit, and yeah, it's cool. Look out for each other.
Yeah, and you know, we all have the common interest of paintball, and you know, making the sport better in some way. And you know, like look at what Dylan Fout's doing with all of his Go Sports stuff. That guy's got some quality stuff coming out.
Yeah. No, him and Isaac from Paintball Nerd have been killing it the last couple of events.
I saw them all over each other. Dylan was always following him with a huge old camera.
Well, that's the same camera I'm using. It's the FX6. But no, yeah. You said that so weird. Like he's all up in him, all up on him, because they're working together. Like, what do you want? Oh,
in a good way. Just like how you're all up in Hermesis, right? In a good way.
No, I know. It's just the way you phrase things at times, Hatch. I think maybe you don't realize that people listening on audio will be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
You know, you're definitely right, because there's some of my lingo that I still just cannot check at the door, and I still somehow always get it. Like the word yins, that I just love that one.
Yeah, that's kind of, if he means yins, he's talking about you. Don't ask. It's an old West Country thing he thinks that he's entitled to do.
No, dude, well, I got it taught to me by like one of the cringiest guys I've ever met, right? But I thought that it was so fucking funny that I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna start saying it. So when instead of saying you guys or y'all, I'll say yins, and it is the fucking funniest thing ever.
Yeah, no, he does do that a lot. That's like I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of when I made the conscious effort to start saying brother, because I thought it was fucking hilarious. And then unironically, that just became a part of my vocabulary.
I think it's the Red Dead. You know what I'm saying? You got that taste once, and once you play Red Dead with us once, you're in a different type of brotherhood.
I wasn't talking about that. That was way before that even. We played that last year. This is something I did in like 2017, 2018, because it was like becoming a joke thing to say, and I was like, brother, it's hella fucking funny, brother.
I love doing a redneck accent. I think it's because it comes natural to me.
Don't assume my accent.
I'm talking about my accent.
I every time you say it, I picture Hulk Hogan.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother.
Especially when you put like the bottom, like the throat gurgle, brother. Right. As soon as you put that on it, it's like, all right, Hulk Hogan style.
I think of that or fucking rest in peace. Fucking the producer who's got the song "Hey Brother," fucking Avicii. I couldn't think of the name. There we go. That's a better name. Rest in peace, Avicii. Those are the two things that come in my head: Hulk Hogan and a song by a producer who unfortunately is dead. That's great.
But we carry on his legacy through our slang.
The amount of the amount of brain cells that are actively firing at one time are never very high up in this cranium. So don't ask for much.
But through a combined effort, we have enough
We
brain
have about
power for
6 together, and that's how we do things.
And that is just enough for a podcast, people. Just 6 brain cells combined.
That's all you fucking need. You
There
need
we
no
go. So-
more.
As long as you collectively have minimum 6, you're fine.
You're fine. Just find a smart guy like Matt, and then just have 2 dumb guys, and there you go. It'll be perfect.
Yeah. Find a guy like Ryan and have 2 dumb guys like us.
You guys aren't the dumb guys. We're all kind of the same level. I'm talking about the engineer who freaking is, Matt. I don't know. That dude is so smart. It's always fun to talk to him.
Talking Matt the gym rat?
Yes, Matt. Yeah, Matt Davies. Yeah.
I like that guy a lot. When seeing him in Texas, I like him a lot.
Fuck yeah, man. Are you
I was
gonna
in his
be?
video,
Are you
dude.
in his Texas? I was gonna ask. Like, I haven't
I
watched
was.
the drop yet. I've been busy today. Had to do some voiceover stuff, some bookkeeping, all that shit. But yeah. So you're in it, actually?
I was in it a little bit, yeah.
Okay, let's go check it out.
So shout out to Matt for putting me in there. Love you, Matt.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you guys are listening to this and you haven't watched it yet, go check out our boys' channel, Matt the Gym Rat. Go see the latest video, so you can go check Hatch out in that. But yeah, guys, I think we're pretty much there. We're a little short tonight, but I think I'm gonna call it because we pretty much got through everything. I will say another little special gift if you're, if you made it this far. Okay, I definitely read the wrong thing there. My brain got off. But if you made it this far, I wanted to announce next couple of weeks we got some guests that we want to bring on. 5-Pack Productions is going to be joining us next week, Josiah, and we are trying to figure out. I know a lot of people now kind of know who he is because of Bunkerfest this last week, and every media person ever posted him everywhere. But the boy Lastro Lopez, he's kind of becoming a rising star in paintball, so we're gonna try to get him onto the show. Talk to him and have him officially kind of give us the story of everything. So yeah, those are 2 guests we're kind of gonna be having on in the near future. We're kind of always trying to keep stuff updated, keep stuff fresh, and keep new ideas coming through here. And speaking of, that's why merch site is down, so if anyone does kind of try to go to that website, that's actually been taken down for the time, and we are we're working on something with XXV, and if you were listening last week, you could have saw the preview that was in that, but more stuff's been going on with that, so we're working on it. We're doing it. We're doing the thing. We're trying to get you guys cool ways that you can support the show and have a little something cool to wear for yourself. Other ways that you can support the show, if you don't want to use any monetary necessity, you can rate the show, give it a 5-star on Apple or Spotify, give it a thumbs up, rate, or a like on the YouTube page, and then also subscribe. So on the YouTube, hit the sub button. It'll be a follow button on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, but yeah, just gets you all access to the shows whenever they're ready to go. They'll be loaded up on your phone. We also have to mention the Patreon. So patreon.com/MafiaProductions. I mentioned earlier in the show, but if you want to get access to everything at the proper time, if you want to get access to the headband giveaways, the ad-free content, the early exclusives, you'll have to head over there. So patreon.com/MafiaProductions. And then our 2 sponsors. So we talked about them earlier, but one more time. We got the lovely Liquid IV. Show the actual front of the box, and the lovely NECTR Energy. I of course have theirs upside down. I'm not a great hand model, as you guys can see throughout the show, but yeah, there's that little
ugly ass hands, bro.
Little pouch, dude. The light's affecting the focus. All right. Well, yeah. So yeah, that's all the stuff, guys. We talked about WC. We talked about Bunkerfest. We talked about practice. Yeah, that was the podcast, man.
Fucking great, dude. I love it.
You guys have anything you want to say? Any final words?
I guess one thing I want to say, just real quick, Micah, if you ever listen to this, fuck you for shooting me in the finger. Because, dude, we're standing on the box, right? I'm standing behind a DMG Pink is like going to break out, right? And I'm just sitting behind the box chilling, and then all of a sudden it goes, meh, buzzer goes off, and then I'm sitting behind the box on my knees. I catch a fucking heater to the hand. And I'm like, whoa, what the? I thought it was a guy in the box, like slipped, shot, and then took off. And then all of a sudden I look right and I see this big ass motherfucker, Micah, hiding behind a fucking pole, dude. It was like a giant trying to hide behind a chain link fence. It was obvious, right? And the thing is, right, because I saw him like a moment before, like shooting the poles, right, like testing his gun, right, making sure it's accurate. We have a thing where we always try to shoot each other's barrels, right? We always try to shoot each other's barrels. And he was trying to hit mine and missed. So, God damn it, Micah.
And hit your finger instead.
Right in the fingy, bro. That shit hurt.
That sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. That's what you deserve for shooting me right before that. Thank you, Micah.
Whoa.
Karma. What comes around goes around.
That is true. I shot him right. I like aim my gun at Brando, and then he's like running away, and I shoot him right in the fucking calf.
Jesus, guys.
The fucker.
You guys know the paint is supposed to shoot the bad guys, right? Not each other.
Yeah.
Well, that's
You did
the
get
point,
shot.
right?
Hey, you did get shot in the back of the head too.
Oh, I forgot about this. Dude, I think what legitimately hurt the most about it wasn't even the shot. It was the fact that, so I'm running to the fucking snake off the break, and big tall Paul, he's like right next to me. He swings out, his barrel hits me in the back of the head, and then he shoots me in the back of the head, like centimeters away.
Jesus.
Right? So the fact that I think literally like the barrel hitting me in the back of the head hurt more than the shot for sure. Because he was like full momentum just swinging that into my cranium.
Yeah.
Right. But you know what, dude? You
gotta be shorter, Hatch. What's going on there, bro? Thought we talked about this.
No, dude. The thing is, I was running as low as I could. He took a knee. He took a fucking knee.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that doesn't work.
Let me give some good shit, right? He goes like this. He's like, okay, sweet, break out. And then just takes a knee right into my fucking head. And I'm like, bruh.
I like how Hatch has 2 hours to talk about this story, and there was
I forgot until Brando brought it up.
times of dead air where he could have brought it up. Ryan starts, getting the show to the end, bringing us home, and then boom, we now have 5 minutes of stories that could have been told earlier.
My bad, Brando reminded me.
It's all good.
It popped in my head, yeah.
This is a fun fact. What I do is just write it down in your notes, like throughout the week, stuff that you want to talk about, and then you can write it down on like a note sheet or something. That's what I do. I don't know. It's kind of a pro tip or something like that.
I usually do have it in my phone, which I guess I really did forget about that one. That one was traumatizing.
Damn, man. Damn. Gets hit in the head and doesn't even remember it, which actually I guess makes some sense. But
that does make sense. Goddamn.
I'm wrapping up the show now. I'm done with this podcast. It has been 2 hours of sitting here talking to you gentlemen. And although that is fine and dandy, I think it has been us droning on for long enough now. So let's wrap this up. Do all the things we talked about. Rate, sub, check out Patreon. Thank you to our sponsors, Liquid IV, NECTR Energy. Yeah, I mean, Hatch, take us away. Take us home, brother.
Have a great night, everybody. Bye.
See you on the next. What even is that voice? I don't get it.